Hi, welcome YouTube. So yeah, today is the 8th of August, which makes it 808 day in the Roland world, and they've released some pretty cool stuff today. So if you check on my channel today, I'm just doing a couple of videos. I'm doing one on the update to the TR8 and the TR8S, which has got a new kind of loopy fill function on it, and also on the System 8, because the big one on the System 8 is they've given us a free plug-in, plug-out synth, I suppose we should call it, which is the JX-3P, which I nearly bought as a boutique a while back, and I'm glad I didn't now, because I've now got it in here. So it just makes, I mean, the System 8's amazing anyway. It's just made it even more amazing now, because straight out of the box for free, obviously you've got the System 8 engine, you've got a Jupiter 8, you've got a Juno 106, and we've now got a JX-3P. So I'm in JX-3P mode now. So let's just go through a couple of I'll just give you a demo of some of the sounds, the patches. Some very nice 80s sounding patches in here, I have to admit. Somebody who grew up in the 80s, kind of listening to John Carpenter soundtracks and stuff, and obviously now being a massive fan of Stranger Things music and things like that, there's some really nice 80s kind of sounds in here. Let's just go through a few. Okay, this patch is called Ranger Stings, so you know, you know where it's coming from. I mean, it doesn't get much more 80s Stranger Things than that. Okay, love it, love that one. Some lovely 80s pad sounds as well. Bit of brass. So I mean, I've only had this about 20 minutes, so I've just had a quick kind of workout of all the features, and I shall be playing later on. Then when you go later on, you kind of get a lot of the 1983 patches. So we've got string 1, string 2, nice kind of clicky organ, 3 organs. And I think these are kind of part of the original preset, or like, kind of like reworkings of the original presets from the JX-3P. It's not a synth I originally was that aware of, but loving this plug out, I have to say, particularly for the 80s. I'm going to go back to my Stranger Things one again. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Right, let's just have a quick kind of overview of what we've got then. So we've got 2 oscillators. So let's just turn them all down for now. Let's just go into, I'll get into like just a basic saw. Just get rid of any effects I've got on here. Okay, so we've got kind of a basic sort of square waves, sawtooth wave. So we've got oscillator wise. On oscillator 1, we've got a saw wave, a square, and a pulse, which is going to be like half your square, and that's basically it on oscillator 1. Oscillator and range, we go from 64 feet all the way up to 2 feet. So nice range on those. The modulation kind of source thing here is either, this is basically just for your frequency modulation, so your pitch. So this is either, when it's right over there on manual, it's basically off, so your LFO won't do anything on the pitch if you turn it up on there. Obviously for that, it's just, obviously it will do the filter. Okay. Actually, just while we're on the LFO, so waveforms for the LFO, we've got sine, square, and random. Now the random's quite nice for doing like a sample and hold kind of thing, which we can tempo sync as well, just on here. Just press that on, and we can tempo sync that. So that's nice for getting like a tempo sync sample and hold kind of thing. So yeah, back to here. If we want to modulate the frequency, the pitch of the oscillator, it's off at the moment. Now we can have it just controlled by the LFO. Right there. Okay, we can have it just controlled by the envelope. Now the pitch envelope is this section here. I'm going to get just on a basic on-off note. Okay, so that's the pitch envelope over there. And you can also have it controlled by the LFO and the envelope as well, so you can get some crazy sounds going between the two on those. So that's oscillator 1. Oscillator 2, basically the same thing. Same waveforms. We've got, although there's an extra one, let's just turn oscillator 2 up. So we've got like a gate setting. So we've got the saw, square, pulse, and we've also got a noise. Okay, on oscillator 2. We've got coarse tune. Let's go back to a pitch. And we've got fine tune as well. And then we've got the same modulation selection thing here, which again is either off, controlled by the LFO, the envelope, or the LFO and the envelope. We've got obviously the mixer section here is pretty straightforward. Okay, so that's just your volumes of oscillators at 1 and 2. Pitch envelope, which we've just said over on here. Let's just go back to this setting as well. Effects-wise, you can choose the built-in effects from the System 8, but as you scroll through them, because if we go through this one, we've got overdrive, we've got distortion, we've then got the JX-3P chorus, which is then controlled by this here. So let's just turn that all the way down for now. So if we bring that up on the depth, you'll hear it. Bringing that chorus in, and then this one controls the noise level, which I'm not quite got to grips with yet. On the amp section here, so we've got velocity sensitivity, which is obviously kind of as part of the System 8 engine. Tone is known as brilliance on here, so if you want it's just kind of like a little sort of EQ kind of thing, just to give it a little bit more sparkle. And then we've got the amp level as we have on your normal System 8 engine. You can also use your other built-in effects as well, so it doesn't kind of get, because whereas with all the plug-out stuff it kind of gets rid of the controls that the original synth didn't have. It's nice that they do still allow you to use things like this. Obviously our arpeggiator section over here is basically the same, and we use it as before. LFO I think we've covered, and that's kind of basically it, but you'll notice here on the amp section there is slight differences on this, because at the moment we've only got one envelope at the moment. So at the moment this envelope is controlling both the filter envelope and also the amp envelope. Okay. But you can separate them out, because we can activate this as well. So if you go into menu, you want your patch edit and enter on that, and then on the VCA mode, at the moment it's set on envelope 1. So the amp is controlled and the filter envelope is controlled just by envelope 1. Sorry, go back into the envelope. What am I doing? Patch edit, enter. Thank you. That's it. Punch at it. There we go. Sorry, I'm going too far that way. So yeah, you want to obviously select the VCA mode. So you can have envelope 1. Now, if you watch over here, as soon as I turn that in, that then kind of activates envelope 2. So that then separates them out, as far as I understand that. So I've only worked with this for about 20 minutes, but I think that's how it works. So this envelope is now, let's just get that just as a normal thing. This envelope is now just controlling the filter. Okay, so you can kind of hear that. And then this one is controlling the amp. So let's give it a bit more release. We should hear it closing. There we go. Okay. So you can either have the, like say, one envelope controlling both the filter and the amp, or we can separate them out. There's a couple of other modes as well. We can just have gate mode, which is basically just note on, note off. Again, that amp. So that's kind of very similar, I guess, to envelope 1 mode, but well, it's not similar actually, because if you just want a note on, note off, okay, because at the moment when you're in envelope 1 mode, this envelope is controlling both the amp and the filter. If you don't want it to control the amp as well, like you want a long attack for your filter, but you don't on your amp, you would go into gate mode. So that's basically just like note on, note off. But then you still have the filter thing, so it gives you some good options that way around. So there we go. That's pretty much it. Let's just finish off with we'll go through a few more of the presets that are included. That's nice. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all of them, but there you go. Very easy to update. All the instructions are on the Roland website, so it's all free. You don't have to pay for anything, which is lovely. It's great. It feels like I've got another new synth now for free, which is awesome. You do have to do a factory reset. You don't have to do a factory reset on the whole thing, because when you do a factory reset on here, you can choose what you want to reset. And all I did was I chose a factory reset on plug out 3, and then all of those presets will then appear. So hopefully that's of some interest to you. If you've got a System 8, you know, go get it, because you know, it's a no-brainer not to have it, and it gives you another synth to play with. So yeah, if you've got any questions or comments, then obviously please leave them in the box below. Any suggestions for future videos as well, always happy for suggestions on those. Please go and check out my music on Spotify if you like kind of acid, electronic, ambient-y stuff. Then I'm all over Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Beatport, the usual kind of stuff. And yeah, if you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it all around. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.